second game of the third round of this 2v2 tourney, which is Adjux and KoisQ together again, how unexpected, facing Voodoo and Self, so a bit higher rated game. Well, not that it would be that much different. So Adjux facing Voodoo and Self and KoisQ. We have a Cybrand and UEF, and already Self is very well safe there about what he wants to do. 5 land factories, just few pigeons, and he wants to build everything with ACU. Interesting decision not to use ACU anywhere offensive. First NG going directly for expansion. He doesn't need any assistance yet. Let's see what Voodoo is up to. Voodoo not doing the same for now. Another extra 2 pigeons. I haven't decided what to do yet. I'm sending NGs for expansion. Let's see what their opponents are doing. Adjux is going in second air. Taking some expansions. I guess a little mistake from Self. He could go for these maxes first, but I guess he wants to get the energy to support all these factories. But anyway, and the Hydra is not gonna be done so soon, so he needs to build energy with ACU no matter what, so that should be enough energy for now, and can get the Hydra later if he doesn't want to do air, which is definitely not this case, or someone will reclaim on these trees. But he's doing quite a mistake, first breaking the trees and then trying to reclaim it instead of reclaiming those that are not broken yet. So I guess it would be better if the first NG went for this mass expansion to get additional mass. Let's see how he is with mass. So far so good. KoisQ second air as well, using a bit of the adjacency, and also gonna get additional land factories around these maxes. Again, some scouts from Adjux, so he's using them every game it seems. I think that reminds me I should get that Selene deselect mod that deselects the Selenes from your selection. So if you place some early scouts, then click and drag for selecting units won't select Selenes, and they're not gonna get moved, so you can use them as a static radar. UI mod, completely legit, so yeah, go get it. Mod vault, still in the select mod should be. But anyway, I'm not playing Seraphim that often, so no need for that right now. I guess I could play a bit more Seraphim and do some hover bombing action with T1 bomber to remember people I still know how to do it. So these guys splitting nicely in mexes, wasting one star NG to go there. Everyone taking one of the mechs. Nothing like better player is getting all the mass. And actually Voodoo and Self failed with communication a bit. Voodoo stealing the mechs, then Self wasn't really happy about it. The NG just turned. I would actually reclaim the mechs without my teammate noticing. You can always hide it and then blame some some raiding from opponents and that you manage to reclaim it. But too late for saving the mechs. It also works, especially so early in the game. T2 air factory for Voodoo, so we're gonna see something interesting, but looks like, yeah, well, nice bomb, really nice for NG's down. So Voodoo is definitely up to something. Both players here having a factory and already like 3-4 intis each, so I'm not sure what Voodoo is gonna do with that. He loses a bit more build power and he's alone against that, since not very well communicating with Self, who didn't, well, he did build a single air factory, but really nothing to support his teammate strategy too much, going heavy land spam, unless they would want to do some G2 drop, maybe. Then it would be totally okay, but still a bit early. Yeah, it's good. And second air factory going T2. Very starting to be interesting. So now we can hope that it's gonna work. We're gonna see some nice action with that T2 air. Even though Self is building so many land factories, his units were not enough to deny this expansion, or maybe he just forgot it. KoisQ is getting 2-3 maxes. Doesn't really know where to go with ACU. Meanwhile, Adjux knows what to do, going directly for the middle 2 maxes. So nothing in the last game where everyone was trying to rush to middle for some reason. For this single rock, or these few rocks that are here, and 2 maxes. Radar in front for Adjux, so he will at least see some movement. Meanwhile, Voodoo, 2 gunships and 11 interceptors, which still should be pretty much the same numbers as both his opponents together. Self not with many intis yet. Now more gunships are gonna be built, so it's gonna be interesting how he's gonna use them, if he tries to snipe ACU or just gonna use it as raiding unit. Problem is that right now Adjux already have this expansion, and I would expect him to use it to go some T2 maxes, get the free mass and use it on eco, so he can later, if he loses it, he will still have advantage. He went T2 land, maybe not too afraid of the air. His ACU is in the front, which can be a bit dangerous. Hard to say what they're saying. Yeah, I think he's gonna return back to the base slowly. Yeah, he knows about just one of the factories, and actually Self, they didn't scout Self at all, so they don't know he has so many land factories. Not too much scouting, so can be a bit surprising, but won't be too much, since KoisQ also with enough land factories, a bit more than he would really need, since he has just enough mass. Don't see any T2 max going here yet. Adjux is starting to eco very slowly right now, clicking first max to upgrade and getting a TMD, which again is a bit unnecessary, especially on a map like this, unless your opponent has control over the middle, and they might have some T2 tech there. So Adjux with T2 power, and now if he wants to, he's putting quite a lot of build power on the air factory, so could be fine. Voodoo is getting more and more gunships, and he will have to use them fast, since now there's gonna be a flag soon, like 2 minutes, and there's gonna be flag everywhere on the field, and flag pretty much beats gunships all the time. So if he wants to get some advantage with the gunships, now is the time. I don't think he will be able to snipe the ACU Adjux is retreating well back to his base, so he's gonna be safe there, and there could be always some flag coming from the factory and enough NGs to build AA, hopefully. Meanwhile, KoisQ also with a lot of interceptors, so definitely getting ready. Not sure if Voodoo did scout it, at least he didn't scout Adjux, so he has no idea what he's doing. So not sure what he wants to do with all these gunships. Can be quite nice, quite a big waste, and that would be game over, which would be a shame. Meanwhile, Self reclaiming everything he kills and slowly moving forward. Shame he didn't do anything to kill this expansion. Now Voodoo with 20 interceptors moving front. Let's see. There's 30 intis for KoisQ, so they're not gonna be very successful. Now Self is engaging. Well, now deciding not to, since they're just superior force of intis. So Voodoo should be able to see that right now and realize that those gunships are not gonna be that useful. But problem is that the more he waits, the more useless they're gonna be. And Flag is gonna join this force, so it's gonna be a bit harder for gunships to kill. Well, it's still just the one flag, so gunships would won, but the flag is able to damage more of them, so not the best target to kill. Now Wood is using units to trying to kill this expansion. Problem is he doesn't have any RD, so this PD would be enough to defend. He's pushing with these units but can't do really too much. He killed one max. There is a radar, so Adjux knows what's going on. There's just one max and Hydra and nothing more. And this T2 bots will be enough to kill it, so more like a mass donation. PDO almost T1 is going down here for no reason, where Self, yeah, he's doing what he should done a long time ago, just send a few RT to kill this. ASU from both the players are safe from these gunships. Now 3 gunships dispatched to deal with these units. The problem is gonna be once this flag arrives. And still just gunships. Okay, now Voodoo should see there's a flag as well. Doesn't really want to fly there with intis. Now he's targeting the flag, yeah. But I don't think that's gonna be enough 3 gunships, so he's retreating. At least he scared his units away from killing additional maxes. His units moving there. Looks like advantage on Econ for Adjux&KoisQ, together having a bit more mass than Voodoo and Self, which is not surprising since Adjux still has all these maxes and now even killed few Voodoos. And slowly echoing, getting a T2 on ASU, so even harder target to kill. KoisQ not getting anything, just reclaiming with all these NGs. And has himself quite a nice group of units, so that will be more than enough to, well, just enough to defend this. Self is not really pushing with AC either, but he at least got this part of the map. I like how this PD is not shooting because it's targeting the other PD and not the max. So nicely split map. Now maybe Self is thinking a bit about attacking. He might have slight advantage thanks to Medusa if he's retreating. then he can get some free kills with those, since they will always hit something in such a group pile of units. He needs to be retreating. It's really hard to say who's gonna win. There's more units for KoisQ, but this can even get dangerous for the ACU. If you target fire with that many units ACU, it just disappears in a few seconds. Gunships are still being built, and now T2 bombers as well. Adjux is gonna get a shield, so he's gonna be safe, and a lot of intis for KoisQ. So it more looks like the top team is slowly gonna win with land, and actually all these strikers just kill the units, and even those gunships would not be enough to save the ACU, so it's gonna be a first blood. And now Voodoo is thinking about attacking, but he has a nice group of units. Adjux is building flag already, he's sitting on the shield, other ACU is going there as well, and now it got seen. At least he's not flying over the flag, so this is last try, but Voodoo completely out of position with his airs, and there are so many intis that it just can't work. Yeah, now all gunships, half of the gunship die, and one is damaged, and no way it's killing this, so game over. So it looked like a nice try from Voodoo, but it got scouted really early from Adjux, and they just got ready for it. Yeah, this just couldn't work. And wait, what happened there? Self survived, but Voodoo calling it a GG, since he's losing there. Nothing against these units. So Voodoo is gonna be the one who dies, and I think Self will control K as well. Not that interesting game as I expected. Hopefully another one will be better. That will be forefront of the loser bracket, I believe. Self is not giving up yet, but eventually he will have to, because he doesn't really have anything to win this game. And it might be a bit too late to say that, but anyway, the brackets should be in the forum post, and link to the forum post you can find in the description of every video, so hopefully people are not just blindly, well, not blindly, but mindlessly watching the videos, and won't be asking where the brackets, where is everything, when it's in the video description. I hope that it's not gonna be the case, so should be some really nice forum posts there, with link to all the casts and everything, and maybe some extra. So definitely click that if you wanna see more. And there's the control K. So well played for top team, getting ready for the gunship snipe that just took too long to be successful and was not surprising at all.